Have you ever stared at the ceiling at night, wondering what tomorrow will bring? That quiet fear, that silent ache that whispers, what if things never change? Take a deep breath. You're not alone. Even when the world feels uncertain, heaven has never lost control. Welcome to Daily Prayer, your moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with God. Today, we'll walk together through the valleys of doubt until we find the light of trust again. Because sometimes faith isn't T about knowing the plan, it's S about trusting the one who holds it. There are moments when the future feels like fog. You can see what is ahead, and every step feels like walking on glass. You try to stay strong, you keep moving. But deep inside, there's a trembling question. What if I fall before I get there? I know that feeling, the quiet exhaustion that comes when you've prayed, waited, and watched the days go by without answers. You wonder if God still remembers your name, if he still sees your tears when no one else does. But listen closely. Hope doesn't disappear in silence. It grows there. Every delay is not denial. Sometimes it's divine protection. Sometimes it's the preparation for the miracle you can't yet see. And even when your faith shakes, God doesn't. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you feel that gentle pull in your heart? That's God reminding you, you're still in my hands. You see, faith isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to believe in spite of fear. And in that decision, something begins to change. The chaos quiets, the mind rests, and the soul whispers, maybe I can trust again. The truth is, every person who ever walked with God also walked through uncertainty. Abraham didn't know where he was going, but he followed. Moses didn't know how the sea would open, but he stepped forward. Mary didn't know what the future would look like, but she said yes. So if you're standing on the edge of the unknown tonight, trembling between faith and fear, you are exactly where miracles begin. Sometimes God hides the road ahead so that we learn to walk by heart, not by sight. He knows that if we saw every turn, we might never take the first step. So he only shows us enough light for today, and asks us to trust that tomorrow will have its own sunrise. Take another deep breath. Let your worries fall at his feet. The same God who painted the stars has not forgotten your story. And when your mind says, it's over, God whispers, I'm just beginning. Hold on, you're not waiting in vain. You're waiting in the hands of a faithful God. Pause here. Feel that quiet peace wrapping around your chest? That's not coincidence. It's grace finding you again. Stay with me, because what comes next will open your heart even deeper. In the next part, we'll talk about how God transforms waiting into renewal, and how your future is already being written in divine timing. When we wait, we often think nothing is happening, but heaven is never still. Behind every silent season, God is moving mountains we can't yet see. Sometimes he slows us down, not to punish, but to protect. He withholds the answer, not to ignore us, but to align us, because the blessing given too soon can become a burden too heavy to carry. Take a deep breath and whisper in your heart, God, teach me to trust the pace of your plan. There's beauty in waiting, though we rarely see it while we're inside it. A seed buried under the soil doesn't know spring is coming. It only feels the darkness pressing against it. But that same darkness is the womb of its growth. Maybe that's where you are right now, hidden, unseen, stretched between what was and what's yet to be. But listen, this is not your ending. This is your becoming. Every tear that fell in the night watered the ground for what's coming next. Every prayer you thought was unanswered became a whisper in God's hands. He hasn't forgotten a single word. The word says, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. This is not just a verse, it's a promise written into your DNA. Even when your world feels like it's falling apart, His plans are holding it together. So right now, wherever you are, in your room, in your car, maybe with tears on your face, I invite you to pray with me. Prayer of hope and trust, Lord. I bring before you my anxious heart, the dreams that feel delayed, the prayers that seem unanswered. I confess that sometimes I lose sight of your goodness. Sometimes I want to rush ahead instead of resting in your promise. But today, I choose surrender. I choose to believe that you are working, even when I can't see it, that your silence doesn't mean absence. It means preparation, that what I'm waiting for is already on its way, in your perfect time. Heal the restlessness within me. Replace my fear with faith, my impatience with peace, my doubt with a deeper knowing that you are in control. When I can't trace your hand, help me trust your heart. Take a deep breath. Let those words sink in, because every time you pray from the place of pain, heaven listens with tenderness. This waiting, as it's not empty, it's sacred ground where faith is formed. Stay close, because in the next part we'll enter the moment of revelation, where hope turns into strength and fear turns into faith unshakable. Before you give up, pause for a moment. Look at how far you've already come. Every storm you thought would destroy you, somehow you survived it. That's not luck, that's grace. There's a reason your heart is still beating, even after everything it's endured. It means God isn't done with you yet. He's still writing the chapters that will make sense of your pain. Take a deep breath and let your heart listen. Sometimes, the greatest act of faith isn't moving mountains. It's standing still while God moves them for you. Hope is not fragile. Hope is fierce, a quiet warrior that refuses to die even when the night gets darker. And the same spirit that raised Jesus from the dead is the same spirit breathing inside you right now. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. Close your eyes for a moment and whisper, God, I may not see the way, but I trust that you do. Every no you've heard was making room for a better yes. Every door that closed was divine redirection, because what's meant for you will never need to be forced. It will flow in peace at the right time. Sometimes faith feels like falling backward, but when you fall into God's hands, you never hit the ground. He catches every fear, every tear, every broken dream, and He reshapes them into something eternal. Listen, you are not behind. You are right where God is preparing your miracle. The delays are not punishment, they're alignment. He's setting the stage for something that requires patience, not panic. Take a deep breath again. Feel that. That's peace trying to enter where worry used to live. Now repeat these words with me, slowly from your soul. I trust you, God. Even when I don't understand, I trust you. Even when I can't see the path, I know you're walking beside me. My life is safe in your hands. My future is not uncertain. It's divinely designed. I am not forgotten. I am chosen. I am not lost. I am being guided. And I believe that what's coming will be greater than what was lost. Let your spirit breathe that truth in. Hope is returning. The fog is lifting. The same light that guided you before will guide you again, because in the waiting, you didn't lose your purpose. You found your faith. And that faith will carry you farther than fear ever could. In the next and final part, we'll seal this prayer, declaring peace over your future and awakening the courage to trust again. The ending will be your release and your new beginning. Take one last deep breath. You've walked through fear, through silence, through waiting, and now you've arrived here, the place of surrender. This is where the heart stops fighting and starts trusting, where you no longer ask when, but instead whisper, I'm ready, God. Close your eyes. Let everything go. The anxiety, the what-ifs, the weight of trying to control what was never yours to carry. You don't need to see the road ahead. You just need to hold His hand. Because your story was never meant to end in despair. It was always meant to end in redemption. Lord, thank you for walking with me through the darkness, for holding me when I doubted, and for loving me even when I tried to let go. I release the fears that chained me to yesterday. I release the need to know what's coming next. And I choose to trust you with everything that's still unknown. Let your peace guard my mind, your light guide my steps, and your promise anchor my heart. When the nights feel long, remind me that morning always comes. When I grow weary, breathe new strength into my soul. And when I'm tempted to give up, whisper again, keep going, I'm with you. Today, I declare, my future is in your hands. My life belongs to your purpose. And my hope will not die because it's rooted in you. Amen. Take a moment to feel that stillness in your heart. That's peace. That's the sound of heaven reminding you, you are safe, you are loved, you are seen. If this prayer touched your spirit, share it with someone who needs hope tonight, because faith grows when it's shared. And remember, daily prayer is always here, a refuge for your soul whenever you need to breathe again. You are never walking alone. The one who began your story will be faithful to finish it. And the future, it's already in his hands.